Alrighty. All I have to do now is tone down the volume, and I think we should have it covered. Alright, I'm hoping that it's not too quiet. You guys will have to let me know if that appears to be the case. Greetings everybody, Coinstamp180, or wow, geez, I lost that number some time ago, yet it'll always be part of me, huh? Maybe I'll start to do a 180 on this channel eventually. Anyway, Coinstamp here, Swirling Vortex, otherwise known as Swirling Vortex 09, or you can call me Steven. Any one of those three things works. Welcome back to what will hopefully be the final episode of The Legend of Zelda, The Sealed Palace. For those who don't know, the Sealed Palace is a ROM hack, or a ROM mod, is how I prefer to use it. It is a ROM mod of The Legend of Zelda, The Ocarina of Time. Essentially, it modifies the game in a number of different ways in order to create new content out of it. So, also, I feel like I'm a little low to the ground, so give me 2 seconds. There we go. Yeah, I thought I felt a little bit low to the ground. There. Let's fix that. Okay. All fixed. Let's try that again. So, Sealed Palace. I've already mentioned the authors, so I won't repeat that again, but the Sealed Palace is more or less, it explores what happens if we replayed Ocarina of Time from the starting point being, what if Link failed to complete his mission? That's pretty much what that timeline is. And it's mostly what people will call a level project, or a level hack, if you will. It changes levels, textures, NPC dialogue sometimes. And it might change, like, how we get from the start to the end, but there aren't new items. There are only some key quality of life fixes in here. For example, the wallet size has been adjusted to be 250, 500, and 999 rupees. We have the removal of the beeping sound when you're at low health, stuff like that. A very light touch on quality of life. I think the most they do is like add D-pad support, so you can have the ocarina on D-pad down, the child item on D-pad up, which would be the Mask of Truth. No sense in tap dancing around that. And for adult, you have the left and right D-pads as being iron boots and hover boots, respectively. Like, there's D-pad support, it's just not in the UI for the game, for probably a number of reasons. I'm sure I could find them if I dredge back up the Discord and look through it. However, I'm more interested in what we're going to do today. So today we're going to wrap up. We're gonna wrap up the game, and by wrapping that up, what I mostly mean is we're gonna get the remaining items. So out of this, we're missing a bottle. I guess the last major item. We are missing 3 heart pieces and 7 Skulltula. We are also missing a Deku Seeds, Deku Slingshot, Fairy Slingshot Deku Seed Bullet Bag thing. The child ammo capacity item. That's what we're missing. That's it. After that, we just take the fight right to Ganon. Monkey be your uncle, we can get started on our review, and I can, like, if we have enough time after this, I don't imagine we will, because we've been here 10 minutes already. If we have enough time, I might even play Baldur's Gate 3 today. I will apologize for being late. I overslept by about 2 hours, and a little more than that, was a little more than that on top, getting ready for today's stream. I do apologize about this. I guess, no, there's nothing more to say on that matter. I'll kind of turn over to my next point of order. How's everyone doing today? And I need to adjust this, the position of this down a little bit. There we go. Now it's not cutting into the top of the view there. How's everyone doing? I hope everybody's doing well today. We might be lagging behind a little bit today because I have a checklist in front of me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post this into our chat here. If you guys want to know how I'm getting my 100% items done, I am using a Google document. I'm not sure who it was prepared by. It might be Stone Bad Gaming. It might be something else too. Let me try to get a quick read on that. Nope, that is... Surprised that's not highlighted. Yeah, that's just that's the only thing that's there is the patch. I know I pulled this from somewhere. Yeah, it's just not pinned is what it is. Yeah. It's Stone Bad Gaming. I'm fairly sure is the name of this person. He is a speedrunner, if you need to know that information. I think that'll about do it for everything I sort of need to know. Everything you guys sort of need to know, excuse me, good grief, Charlie Brown. So I'm just going to set this up over here, and set this up over here. And like try to pull the window for this down, resize all that. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm reconfiguring my window displays so that I can have as much room to see what I'm doing as possible, while also making sure that I can fully see the game. There. That should do it. So, if you're wanting to play TSP for yourself, I recommend that you go and go join the Hylian modding Discord, and you can get the version 1.3 patch there. You will need a 1.0 version of Ocarina of Time, so that's the 1.0 ROM. For obvious reasons, I cannot tell you how to obtain that. And before you ask, cartridges containing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time are considered the 1.2 version if you were getting them like officially on market. So that isn't going to help you. You got to have the 1.0 version. So you can Google search that for yourself. That's as much as I can tell you, without legally getting in a whole bunch of trouble and without violating the tenets of Hylian modding at the same time. Gotta have the 1.0 version to play this, no exceptions. So what I'm trying to do now is get to the part where I grab the first item we've missed. A cool feature of Legend of Zelda that you can use to sort of help you grab the missing items. We're missing Skulltulas, right? What we could do there is look at all the spots that don't have a Skulltula marker on them. In the original vanilla Ocarina of Time, you could tell when you've gotten all the Skulltulas in an area because the gold spider mark will be there. To make sure I'm looking at the camera. You can make sure that you're looking at the gold at your mini map. You could also look at the dungeon maps when you get to them, and if the dungeon map has the gold spider icon on it, then you have 100%ed the dungeon in terms of its Skulltula content. What I'm doing now is I'm going to kind of go backwards. Oh, this doesn't really tell you how to get the slingshot bag, though. That seems to not be spoiled in here. Kudos to you. Kudos to anyone reading the guide. It is just too bad that... Oh. No, I think I was just given a faulty instruction. Hang on. I need to know this for myself. It's gonna be in here. Nope. I have to go back to where this was. Slingshot bag. Okay, that's how they're writing it. I'm sorry, what? So is there only a 40? I think there might be. I'm going to assume that, according to this guide, there's only a single bullet bag, which we already obtained from the shooting gallery. If it turns out that the 50 is available in the method that I tried on stream last time when we, took out Twin Rova, and before we started doing anything in Ganon's castle or the Sealed Palace, I'll figure that out and go from there. It could be very much possible that even the guide itself is not complete. I pretty much need to ask which one of these, which case it is that's true. Is it true that there's only a single child upgrade, which I guess I'd be okay with? Or if it's super obscure, because I've tried asking, people really do not want to spoil how to obtain the second slingshot bag upgrade. For some reason, it's really, really obscure. And none of the video guides that I've seen have shown this second bag anywhere. Okay, so we're going to start backwards with the exception of... and go through Gerudo City and figure out where exactly the gold skulls are. One of them is a soil patch, so hang on. So we gotta be child for this. Yep, might as well. I'll kind of give my thoughts on TSP as we've been playing it. And I guess before I give those thoughts, I'll say, just do a Google search for Hylian modding. You can join it relatively easy. There's just some minor onboarding you have to do. And there's a channel, there's a Discord channel, there's a Discord text channel that is specifically dedicated to the Sealed Palace. Just check that out, and you can grab the 1.3 patch for yourself. I highly recommend it. Also, my cursor's on the screen. I thought this is one of the ones that I haven't been really forgetting, and I'm quite surprised. And I'm surprised mostly because, I'm surprised because it's a rather complicated song. It's got all 8 notes and everything. And somehow I still have not forgotten it. Alright, so let's go find the soil patch in Gerudo City. It might even lead us to a piece of heart if we do this. There's something else. Cool. And this knocks out one of our Skulltula as well. Honestly, we should just get all the bean patches or soil patches while we're here as child. That way, we can... That's 3 knocked out right here, because as a reminder, we have 93. 3 of these Skulltula will be taken care of just by grabbing the gold Skulltulas out of the soil patches. Did this clear up? Gerudo City has... Yeah, okay, we don't even have to come back here as an adult. We're good. At least in terms of that. The only heart piece that is here is... Oh, that's actually interesting. I want to come back here to see just where this, where this bean platform's gonna take us. Okay, now that we're done there, I'm actually going to do a Control F search for soil patch. Fishing boat soil patch. Yep, there's one there. Lon Ranch has a soil patch. We've already done that. The eastern... Oh, interesting. There's a soil patch there? Alright. So I'm looking at my guide here, and it says that the next soil patch is actually in the Eastern Bluffs, and we just missed it. So, out of curiosity, has anyone else ever gone for 100% in a game that they thought was going to be super easy, not very challenging, and it turns out that the... It turns out that the 100% was a little bit more difficult, a little bit more than what you thought you were signing up for. This is what that experience in the Sealed Palace is for me. And while I'm here, I'll kind of get to my thoughts regarding TSP. I'm gonna critique the whole game, but every section we've done so far has been great. I really don't have any complaints about TSP. I don't. I want to refrain from critiquing too much on, like, each section. I'll kind of do a bigger dress down when we get ready to, actually, you know, sit there and watch the credits. I'll kind of, like, tone down the game volume so that we can, look at those credits together. So we can talk about this together, but... I really have to congratulate Jinosuke, Colonel of Corn, and Shupi for an effort, for a job well done. Even with its imperfections at times, and the somewhat weird nature of Navi hints being what they are, I think they've done a great job. That's really, based on all the work done between all the patches, it's really about the only thing I can critique, because everything else has been fixed. There are no crashes, there are no bugs, and I know there are the dev commentaries, so if you guys actually want to look at the dev commentaries. How many bean patches do we have left? We have 1 bean patch once we go to where we're going. Also, I just kind of saw that out of the corner of my eye, and I just thought to start checking the boxes, and turns out it was there. Now that I'm looking at it, though, this information also happened to be at the very top of the guide I was looking at. So you can find it in both places. I guess you just don't think to look at those boxes too closely as a child. Gotta be over here, according to... Yep. Uh-huh. I don't think that'll quite cut it for our gold Skulltulas. Does that, out of curiosity... That's Hyrule Castle. We had East Coast, which is cleared up. Okay. Cool. So any Skulltulas that are here are going to be in the mountains, in the Sacred Realm, and the Haunted Wasteland, or in Gerudo Ascent, I think. I think I know where a couple of our missing, our missing pieces of heart are. One last thing we're gonna do is go to the forest temple warp point. Getting my thing off the screen. There we go. You really use this warp maybe a couple of times. And this is kind of like the last time you use it. So, yeah, I'm not surprised I forgot a note or two there. I have another question for you. I think we actually did come back for this, but did we, in fact, get the Skulltula out of this? I didn't hear a typical noise you'd get for doing that, so I actually think we got this already. So remaining Skulltulas are going to come from another spot then. Where did we not plant a soil patch? I'm kind of just taking a moment to look. Yep, we got the one in the mountain peak. We got the one in Goron City. We definitely got the one in the Lost Woods. Do we just have a bean soil patch? I think we do. Yeah, I think there might just be an extra bean somewhere, which should be great. Now what we're gonna do is figure out where the last bottle is. We've gotten 3 of them. Cave dive underwater. Oh, we never really checked that out, did we? Okay, well, that's pretty easy, and I think we can do that whether we're adult or child. So I'm gonna check that out as child, and we're not gonna go to the Forest Temple because there's no reason for us to be there. I will have to go into the temples eventually to just check them all, make sure we've collected. We appear to have had some dropped frames there, which is happening because I'm using the guide. What a surprise. What was I saying before the frames dropped? So we're gonna check out to see if we can find this last bottle as child. If we can't find it, I'll you know, become an adult. What can I say? And we'll see if it pops up there. And then we'll only have like 4 Skulltulas to collect. I know it should be 3 actually. 4. Never mind, it is 4. I had it right the first time. Okay, so there's supposed to be something we can dive to in one of the really deep sections of water. So maybe this is it here. Oh, wow. This is freaking cool. Awesome. So that takes care of our last empty bottle. And this will bring us to 3 remaining Skulltulas left. Just gonna go ahead and tone this down on my headphones. There we go. That's better. And my dogs have gotten excited over something. I wasn't expecting to be able to do this as a child, if I'm being completely honest with you. So now, I think my plan is to become an adult. I don't think we missed any Skulltulas we could have collected as a child. I think the Skulltulas we're missing are because we haven't gotten them all as an adult. That's what I think anyway. Have we collected... So we've gotten the 30. Did we ever get a 40? I know you can have like 40 Deku Nuts, excuse me. Yeah, there's only a single upgrade for this that's been spotted, apparently. And there appears to only be a single upgrade for this as well. Okay. So maybe... So did I get trolled? I don't know what happened. Really, I don't. I guess I'll have to get to the bottom of that. I might have to dispute some things once the what am I trying to say? I'll have to dispute some things once we complete this series. So now, we're gonna go get the couple of things I already knew about. We got all the soil patches, as far as I know. And if we're missing one somewhere, then even the guide doesn't say where it is. Then I'm looking forward to putting this game to an end. I enjoyed the Sealed Palace thoroughly. I've been pleased at every step of the way. I don't like it when I'm not making good time on game projects, because it's happened before. Well, I'll sit and doter for like a couple of episodes doing some obscure thing no one cares about. And, oh, is this thing gonna simply break? I think it might. So there's a piece of heart right there. We also never checked out this island underneath us. So we're gonna figure out where that is. I thought I spotted it earlier. Sure enough, we did. Here we go. It's right here. Any invisible things? No. Thank you. This shouldn't have been taking a long time to do. Alright, so that's 98. Thank you. And I think there was something mentioned in the notes about there being a Skulltula over here-ish. Like, way past, like, right before you enter Farore's Grove. And then after that, we can go check out the, we can go check out, Eastern Bluffs. Because I think that's really where the majority of our items were just really obscure things that I didn't even know about my first playthrough. Like, things that I just glossed past, never touched, nothing. My plans for TSP after we... I do intend on putting together a collection of, nice. I do intend on putting together a collection of where to get the 100 Skulltulas and stuff. That'll be edited content. That'll be pretty easy to put together once I actually sit down and do the recordings for it. And that'll kind of be my foothold into... I think TSP or similar games are where I should have started first. I still want to fulfill the promise I made regarding Blasphemous and getting that video content put together, but now is just not... Editing is a daunting task. It is thankless, and I don't really have the witticisms necessary to do like comedic edits. That's not really my style. If I had a video editor, if I had someone I hired for editing, that I would leave that stuff to them. Because I have no sense of humor when it comes to memes. There are two kinds of people in this world. People that laugh with you, or people that laugh at you because you cannot do anything for them to laugh with. I'm in that second camp. People laugh at me, laugh with me because I do stupid things out of genuine reactions that people find funny. People find my reaction funny. They do not find me funny. And I really have to force it if I want to be a humorous person. I really have to force it. Force the jokes. Force the bad puns. If I want to be seen as funny. And that's fine. I've mostly accepted my lot in life as being an unfunny person. That's one thing I can cross off the bucket list for, you know, like any potential dates. Like, if you're wanting a funny guy, I'm not it. I am the... Dang it. Are we... Yes, I know, we can't breathe underwater, yada yada. Thank you very much, Navi. I'm very aware of the basics. I did go and buy a tunic beforehand, but we don't have the lingering shadow of that we have to deal with. I knew it was there, I knew the correct method for dealing with it, and I chose to see if I could make it anyway. Well, for science, right? We can also check out and see where that bean patch, like the soil patch, leads as well. That'll be real fun. But my plan overall, going back to my previous conversation, is to put together like some things that I think would save everybody who decides to pick up TSP and complete it a whole bunch of time. Really? I'm surprised. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't working. I was at the correct distance, but... whatever. Out of curiosity... Do we have any, Song of Storms grottos? There are a couple of those in this game, in this mod. So I'm not surprised I missed them. Like, I knew about the obvious one, you know, the one that you're told about, but that's just an entrance that requires the Song of Storms and not really... Hello, Sir Peahat. Thank you. It should not have taken as long as it did, but whatever. Really? We planted the bean for... Did we not plant the bean for this? Might not have, now that I think about it. It's relatively easy to fix. Because we got all the soil patches. We got all of those already. And this thing is covering my face, which we can't really have. We've gotten all the soil patches already, so... If we have a bean, if we have like a leftover bean, that was the one we forgot to plant. Okay, fine. Whatever, we can fix that. 43 minutes in, and we've made relatively good progress. I didn't think we were going to. I figured it would take us all night, all day, excuse me, to actually get that progress. I'm pretty happy that that isn't the case. I'm tempted so bad to comment on like the on the whole game, but we're not ready for that yet. I said we would do that after. My temptation is to do it now, of course. And I'm going to resist that as much as I can, but that means we gotta find other stuff to talk about. I guess one thing I could say, just like in general, I'm very excited to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. I've been keeping up with the modding scene and everything like that. You guys are gonna love the mods that I bring to the table. You guys are gonna love it. I absolutely love them. Maybe not all the mods. Some of them are like, really? This kind of doesn't fit in with the thing that Wizards of the Coast, the narrative, the setting that the Wizards of the Coast is trying to do. Sure, I probably don't intend on using those mods and that set of mods in that particular playthrough. They'll be there, but I won't activate any options for them. Yep, I thought so. It was the bean we forgot to plant. Isn't that nice? But I'm otherwise looking forward to Baldur's Gate 3. Everyone seems to like it. My friends and I kind of all think it's like the goated game of the year. And it deserves it. Larian is getting a lot of praise for the stuff it's doing with Baldur's Gate 3. Rightfully so. There are a couple of things that should have been carried over from, you know, Divinity Original Sin 2 Enhanced Edition. There are a couple things that should have otherwise been. Let me go ahead and search up the Song of Storm grottos, because those are the... Looks like we'll at least get one of them. Or at least get a couple of our missing items. Okay, so... The Song of Storm grotto that I'm probably looking at is going to be in the Contorted Gorge. And it's the circle of rocks that everyone expected would have something, and you know, you blow up a bomb in it and it doesn't work. And what can I say? There are some Song of Storm grottos in this game. I think there are 2 of them. Sounds about right. Should be 2 of them. And I'm gonna be kicking myself for a while until I actually... Contorted Gorge is somewhere else. We can, they can just use this warp to get there. That's fine. But, Baldur's Gate 3, tons of fun. I have been playing it, like, off camera, just kind of, A, to test out the mods, and B, you know, because I want to at least get a good sense of how I'm supposed to play the game. I am not that streamer who could sit there and make lol streamer fails work. When people laugh at me, it is because I am genuinely doing my best, and not because, you know, I've set it up on purpose to fail, right? That's the thing about me. I really hate it. You know, I would like to just be naturally funny, but I can't. I don't have that ability. I could learn. I'll never say that I couldn't learn to be funny, but I think for me to be a truly funny person and not just, oh, I know how to make it work when I want it to, it would require a personality shift that I do not think I'm capable of. I still can't believe I never thought to check this particular circle with Song of Storms. I thought maybe the devs didn't like these or something and just kind of phased them out. Alright, but we're here. And you could have done this as child, too. That's the really interesting part of it all. We could have done this as child. In fact, there was no reason for us to specifically have to be an adult to do this. Because look at all the platforming here. There's no like complicated setup requiring the hook shot or anything like that. It's just yes, Deku's business scrub. I know all about it. Now, are you gonna give me whatever you're selling or not? Surrender. To make your quest easier, I can enable you to pick up more Deku sticks, but it'll cost you 40 rupees. Sure. Thank you. You can carry up to 20 of them. Well, it takes care of that one. I think so. I will, thank you to not spit any more nuts at me, good sir. I don't even want any potential suitors doing that. We're gonna put on the correct tunic, because I don't know how long I'm gonna be down here. And we're also going to trade out our gear. Come on. Dang it, I'm gonna have to lure him away from that. Okay, got it. That took me forever to correct. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, let's just free aim the thing this time. And now we'll go back and collect their sweet goodies. I really can't wait to show you guys what I have in store for you in Baldur's Gate 3. It's gonna be great. Okay, we're not going to make the same platforming errors we did before. We can use the hover boots to help us out too in some cases. I'm just looking at this. But I don't think we should need it? Question mark? Exclamation point smiley face? Probably not. I use the hover boots to help us across that, make it less of a hassle. Same thing here. You're clearly meant to make these jumps as child, but to be a little bit more of an exciting platform thriller when this happens. Stop. Just quit existing, please. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ugh. I don't think we can use the hook shot to make this any faster? Question mark. We're gonna have to get a little closer to find that out. We sure can. Cool. Probably should not do that from over here. This is really cool. I wish I would have bumped into this my first time through, though. That would have saved us some grief. And I think we need we need one more piece of heart. Okay. Alright, so where is the first? Okay, that is in Castletown. Alright. So we've gotten that. Where was our... I remember having a couple of these. I'm gonna go back to the Temple of Time. As soon as I can get my setup right where it should be. And I guess we're now just going to start going through the areas that we know don't have, like the golden spider mark. Good lord. Which the Haunted Wasteland is one of them. We've gotten most of the golden skulls here. I really only think there's, I really only think there's like one or two. So looking at my guide here, after leaving Temple of Time on the wall, is it like over here somewhere? Or is it on the wall in a different way? And also, about looking up. Unfortunately, the guide doesn't say, sometimes it doesn't say whether something is adult or child. I think that would be my complaint I'm finding so far with it. It just doesn't say. But I can't really be upset given the fact that there's a... I'm amazed that there's just a guide at all. Alright, so where are my golden Skulltulas at? There's like a couple. Leaving Castle Town, hug left wall. Just gonna kind of search the buildings again and figure out where we're supposed to go. We were making good progress. I mean, we're making amazing progress considering the fact that before I would just kind of have to like futz around and find out exactly how many hidden secrets there are, which I guess can be its own rewarding journey. But when I'm trying to do a 100% playthrough, I kind of don't want to be doing this. People never like to watch that for some strange reason, even though that's kind of part of the journey, so I have adapted that. Okay, so we collected the thing that was in here, but what about up top? Oh, no, I have to do it again. Should have used hover boots there. I would love to know where... Is this like an original composition? Or if this is a, you know, this came from something and it was just heavily reformatted. Like, TSP has amazing music. Some of it is just ambient pieces, to be sure, but the stuff that isn't like an ambient piece is great. Alright, now that it's like proper nighttime, I'm gonna go back and check and make sure that, you know, we haven't missed the Skulltula up here. And I apologize if that is kind of difficult to see for folks. I really need to start using hover boots for these things. Okay, I see how we're doing things, game. Right there. I found the spot. I don't think we can get up there, so I'm gonna stop trying. Alright, so... leaving Castle Town, hug wall and left. I think that's just gonna be... and I can tell you we've already gotten the one near the Ghost Guide, and we've already gotten the one leading to the alternative entrance to the Temple of Time, so I think it's gotta be... It's gotta leave this specific one here I'm missing. We should hear the scritching if we get close. And then we just gotta scan for the remaining piece of heart. I mean, really, once we get these last two Skulltula, that'll be it. Hug left wall. I'm gonna check this out first. But I'm also gonna make sure it's nighttime in case I read over the guide before I did this, obviously, but I don't think there are any... I don't think there are actually any day versus night Skulltulas. I think that they're in the camp of, are you child or adult or not? This might be child Skulltula now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, this particular circle. Is this a Song of Storms grotto? No. Didn't think so, but I had to look. I really do think this could be child, and the guide is just not specifying. Luckily we're in the place where we could check it real easily. However, what I'm gonna do is make it daytime and leave you guys with some music for a little bit while I take our first break. I take 5-minute breaks. I put on 90 seconds of ads. Thanks to anyone who watches those in advance. But I don't blame you if you do or don't, of course. They just help. I do get ad revenue from this. If you don't feel like watching ads, feel free to take a stretch. Or there's always Twitch Turbo or a tier 1 sub that'll very quickly like fix that for you. But I'm gonna go ahead and take our break now. When we come back, when we come back, we just got a little bit more of the roundup to do. See you guys after the commercial break. Alright, I am back. I'm so sorry about that. Just make sure we've shuffled on the appropriate webcam. Good, good. So I made sure I did a little bit of digging before I came back. I also went and picked up my cup of coffee. What we are going to do now is become a child again. Why? Because I think I know where our last heart piece is. And I think we can also eliminate our Skulltula problem at the exact same time. Possibly. I didn't dig far enough to know where the absolute last gold Skulltula was, but we can figure that out. I can parse the guide and figure it out. So I guess, you know, I don't want to keep ambling on and on about Baldur's Gate 3, although I know everyone would. Like I said, I think it's going to be the legitimate game of the year. And I have a season pass for it as far as I know, because I bought it in early access. So I should be getting all the DLC the same time everyone else is. The only thing that I won't get for the DLC for, that I wish I had just gotten a season pass for, would have been Solasta Crown of the Magister. That's like another D&D strategy tabletop game, and I had all the DLCs up to like the Winter Palace, which was the last one. I'm also probably going to have to make sure I get the DLC for Grim Dawn so I can keep playing it modded. Because it's a nightmare to have DLCs for games that require... Also, we're going to need our boomerang for this one. you're gonna kick yourselves for not checking this, just like I'm about to. When I read it, I was like, there's no way. I don't think you could pull out a weapon in this location. Yeah, we're back here in the Gerudo Ascent, ladies and gentlemen. What do you know? It's the land where the most stuff is missed, apart from the contorted gorge. This should be the Bombchu Bowling. Look at this. I thought that was a fake heart piece. This is a real heart piece. Look at this. I thought that was fake. It was real the whole time. No, we've gotten all our heart pieces, folks. All of them. There are no more heart pieces. We only have 2 Skulltulas left to find. It's just amazing. It's impressive. Now, did we... We got the ones out of Gerudo Ascent, as far as I know. So looking back here, the Haunted Wasteland is the one where we don't have it. And the other one is the mountain, which I could totally believe. So now we're gonna go over to the mountain. Climb the ledges for that. So what other... And it's specifically before the mountain peak too. It's really strange. Whatever. I think we can be an adult for the rest of this though. Oh, we figure out. Oh, why am I going here yet? I needed to find it, but we need to go back. We need to go back to the Ascent and figure out where this other... No, not the Ascent, it would be the Wasteland. Which means I was correct in playing the song I just did. And I'm gonna, like, probably not use the stream footage for this. For when I make the collection for the Golden Skulltulas and for the, when I make the collection for the Golden Skulltulas and stuff, and probably the bean patches too. Bean patches, heart pieces, all of that stuff. I'm gonna like put together a nice little collage of where you can find them all, and I'm gonna have to record footage for that. What am I doing? I want to go back up to the Haunted Wasteland. I'm super happy that we're coming to the end of this. I think we might have time. We have an extra hour. I always forget that I've got that 4th hour to deal with. Let's figure out where this is then. It's supposed to be right after leaving the Temple of Time on a wall. I'm real concerned, though, that we already collected that one and it's a different one we don't have. And we probably also need it to be nighttime, too. Okay, so we had this, but that was never going to actually lead anywhere. Frick. And I already collected the one that was, like, right here. So I kind of don't know where what left wall means in this guide. Sorry, I thought I had something between my teeth. So, that's what I picked it out for. My apologies about that. More evidence of why I will not be using the stream footage for the guide. It's gotta be at night. And once we get that, we can go to the mountain and figure out where the last Skulltula is. It's just before that point. And my apologies for not talking quite so much. We're at that point in the game where there really isn't that much to talk about. Okay, we've already collected that one. The guide makes it sound like it's right outside the Temple of Time, which if it is, it doesn't say. Some other things I kind of want to bring to the channel while I'm thinking about it. I'd like to bring some Pokemon stuff. I've been getting back into it recently and thought, oh, that would be kind of cool. But I don't want to bring up Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet. Like those are cool games and all, but I want something a little bit more unique that fewer people have done. And that is when I bumped into the motherlode of fan games. That being Pokemon Reborn and Pokemon Rejuvenation. Wrong song. Maybe we never grabbed the fourth one? No, I was quite sure we grabbed the fourth one. I guess we're gonna try becoming an adult? I really don't think... I'm just not sure what to do regarding the Skulltulas. This last one's really finicky. But yeah, I wanted to bring Pokemon Rejuvenation specifically. It's a little less edgy compared to Reborn. Now, I love Reborn. I loved it while I played it. It is considered a complete fan game, but how do I word this? It's very emo. And I mean that in the most loving way. I grew up during the same time period a bunch of my friends did, and we had quite a few emo people too. I never rocked the black nail polish or the typical things associated or people think of when they think emo. It's actually goth you're thinking of and not emo, by the way. But I liked emo as much as anyone else. I listened to like punkish stuff too as a kid. I was very much a rock enthusiast when I was a child. I still like rock music today, but I'm much more of a synthwave enthusiast now. That's where my heart is with the electronic keyboard and all that other fun stuff. Okay, so where exactly? Where exactly can we get this last one? I'm having a tough time finding it. I may even have to go watch a video on break and figure out
where this Skulltula was. If you want to know, like, a video that I would refer you to on YouTube, I would go check out Zelda Central. I think that's the channel I'm thinking of. They have a guide. They have, like, a video guide put together, for, Legend of... for the Sealed Palace. I think they go over all the Skulltulas there. It is a non-commentated version, though, so you kind of just have to watch to the end. No, there's nothing else to do about that. And I do like me some Pokemon. I'm figuring out where I want to take that series, because it's... Oh, I'm doing a little bit of a scouting playthrough with Rejuvenation right now. Here it is. I didn't think to look here because, you know, you get voided out for going the wrong way, right? This should be it, right? Yeah. So now I just got the mountain. Cool beans. Let's get that final Skulltula, and then we can go talk to the guy in the House of Skulltula, the father of the kids we've already freed. Yes, I know, we've got a heat timer. Thanks, Navi. We're working on getting out of here, because we already have... I think we already have the gold Skulltulas in here. We might not. Unsure. So going back to... That's the mountain trail, which we've already gotten the skull for. Bottom wall. Yup. We've already grabbed all this. Soil patch and the Goron Chopped boxes. We got that one. I'm actually gonna do a check at the ice cavern pretty specifically, because it's very possible we might not have gotten all the ones in Ice Cavern. Like, I remembered collecting 3 Skulltulas, but it's very possible that I did not. That is the case. We already know that it's either in, like, the Flooded Mine or some other spot where we have not collected the Skulltulas yet. And then we can finally fight Ganon, and I'll be pleased as punch about that. Yes, we do in fact have all the ones out of Ice Cavern, so we don't have to worry about that. Right, okay, I'm just kind of looking over the guide again. Did we get the one? I think we got all the ones out of the Flooded Mines, too. Which, if we did, makes this very confusing. Because outside of that, there aren't really any other... There really aren't any other places to look. That's the only one is the Golden Skulltula and the Bombable Grotto, which we already took care of. That was this thing over here. This grotto. So it's something else. And it's probably not in the water either. Wait. No, I thought that was a business scrub for some weird reason. Alright, right in here. I'm gonna probably cry if the flooded mines are completed out. Doesn't say so, could be. Behind gate near blue switch. Yes, we've got that one. And below the river area? Yes, that would be in here. Okay, we've gotten all these. So if we go out and we take a left, we'd arrive at the contorted gorge, right? That would be the shortcut to it. Contorted gorge listed as a separate area. No, not exactly. That one from the swell patch. Yeah, this is the contorted gorge, which, looking at our map, still puts us in the mountain area. And Castletown is its own place. So it's in one of these spots that's, It's in one of these spots that isn't really marked super well. We know we already got the gold Skulltula, I think. Actually, we're gonna check that. We're gonna check that, just be sure we've checked it. That's gonna be back at Pathways, which we can get to from the Lost Woods pretty easily. And if not, we can make our way right back up to the mountains. My apologies for the co-piloting commentary, but it's what I have at the moment. Trying to think of other conversations that I could be having. I have a Discord. Feel free to check it out. It's pretty quiet. I've got the bot set up and everything, so it should just... All you should have to do is a little bit of onboarding, and then you should just get your role. If not, I can sort it out real quick. It's not too hard for me. Nope, that is up here. And we've already taken care of the ones in the Lost Woods. But yeah, we're sitting at 4 members. Myself and 3 people. I would love if people stopped by. I have places where people can post their own stream content. Or, you know, if you do TikToks, YouTube, Facebook media, that kind of thing. You know, feel free to come in there and add your voice. One more place that you can reach. Okay, it's clearly not here in the pathways. I think we can head back. That stinks. I need to figure out where this is. What was going on with the music there? I don't rightly know. Alright, let's fix that heat timer. I'm gonna have to do a serious look over for this. So it does specify some stuff in this guide. Some of it does specifically say child. A lot of it does not. I'm guessing it means it's agnostic. Doesn't really care. Okay. So it's definitely got to be... I don't think it's in Dodongo's cavern. It might be. But I could have swore we've got all those. Well, Dodongo's cavern is situated in the mountain trail, so it could be. And I doubt it's in the mountain pass. Because we would have gotten the one. We did get the one that was, right here. It was right here. The guide does not specify adult or child, which means you could probably get it at any time, which we did. Please don't have more screw-ups, coin. I would love to be able to do other stuff. I get the feeling the game is going to keep me here long enough not to be able to do that for some weird reason. That is the wrong direction. This is frustrating to figure out. This most stubborn of Skulltulas. It could be worse though, right? Like, it absolutely could be worse. So I'm gonna count my blessings where I can get them. And not complain over and over. I have a tendency to do that. Yes, we've got the ones out of here, so it's gotta be the flooded mine, which we've already ruled out that it isn't. The mountain trail. So it's gotta be the one... Palmable Grotto near Circle Rocks above Dodongo's cavern. We already know that's not the case. We collected that one specifically in episode 1 or 2. Where could this dastardly thing be? Nice. I'm gonna check it again. I don't think we have to worry about this. I know we collected it, so it would be something else. But I can't shake the feeling it might be. Or that there's a new one as an adult. Thanks, but no thanks, game. Is there a way to shortcut this as adult that we could not do as child? I think there might be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can actually. Just collect that one, and then we do the same thing over here. Backtracking. Fun. Lizalfos? Yeah, Lizalfos. Thank you. I love how that flip was like both backwards and it's sideways at the same time. Love it. Okay, it's not here. Yeah, I know we got this one. Nice. So it's gotta be somewhere else. We just gotta figure out where. It's not the mountain pass. What else could be considered part of, could be considered part of the mountains, though? That's the thing I'm struggling to figure out. It's not it's not Goron City, and it's not Mountain Peak. Mountain Peak has its own skulls, and we've already collected those. It's really strange. So it's gotta be in, like, in one of the weird areas. And I know we collected the upgrade for this, so we should have collected the other items as well. That's really throwing me off. Like, we know where it is. It's just not immediately obvious where it is. That is a huge point or source of irritation for me. Blown up. I'm gonna check it. Thank you. That should not have been difficult, but it was. Golden Skulltula is right there. Piece of Heart was up here. Careful not to get too close. We just have the regular stuff to deal with. Okay. Not here. It's strictly in the mountains, so where on Earth? There's also a whole bunch of crackling that I can't seem to pinpoint the source of. I hope that's like a me thing and no one else can hear it. I apologize if there is any audio crackling. Only other thing I can think of is that it's like Goron City and I've just messed up the one in the box. I could have swore I remembered pointing it out when I, like, checked it out. I don't think it's here. No. Very interesting. And I don't think it would be in the soil patch. We'd have to check his child. I guess let's get right to it. Whoops. This reminds me a lot of the dailies in World of Warcraft Burning Crusade, specifically. The Isle of Kildanas. They were dailies that took what probably should have reasonably taken like 10 minutes. Took like over half an hour for me sometimes. Because something would just not drop ever. It's really bad luck. I had a contact of mine in a guild in Burning Crusade where sometimes we'd hang out and voice chat or whatever, and I distinctly remember him also leaving comments or commenting on taking 20 minutes to do a daily that should have taken 5. We were like teenagers back then. Burning Crusade would have put me, what, around 15? Let's go ahead and fix this. So we don't have to deal with it. It's just really strange that, you know, it's the one in the mountains I've left. And there's no way it's this specific soil patch. No, not at all. Nice. All right. So that leaves like the mountain trail, the flooded mines. Is there a spot that's in the mountains that I'm just not... I'm not getting? This is super annoying. Yeah, this has definitely moved beyond minor annoyance now. And beyond, like, you know, quest dailies levels of annoying as well. This is definitely now its own issue. It's not in the Goron box. I don't think that's child restricted. Did I miss the one? Let's take a look at what this map is saying again. I don't think I missed the one at the bottom of the ramp. Yeah, because this is located strictly in the mountain peak. So it's got to be something else. And the only things that are located here are like the mountain trail and like the mountain trail and the flooded mines. And I know we got the one in flooded mines. So either this guy's missing one, or there's some spot that's actually in the mountains that I have not bothered to check. I don't think so. I'd like it to be daytime, please. Is it like up here? Might be. I wouldn't think so. Because here's the thing, I think we investigated these boxes and there wasn't anything here, but I'm kind of going off script from the guide. The guide clearly says that the only available golden Skulltula is in the crystal cavern grotto thing, and we've already obtained it. So something else. No, it better not be a bonkable tree. Good. It's not a bonkable tree. Well, then where the hell is it? Where is this on our map? Contorted Gorge, still in the mountain. So, and according to this guide, there's nothing in the outskirts that, there's nothing in the outskirts that points toward a gold Skulltula, so it can't be here. My phone is very active all of a sudden. Come on, show me. I want to tease out where this last Skulltula is. Thank you, but I guess not. Alright. So, outskirts is probably not counted in this. Probably not. And if it is, I'm gonna be upset. Alright, so this is... Yeah, okay, so this points us back in the direction of Castletown, so I wonder where the hell this thing is. I hate to say this, but I'm gonna have to go back and figure out where... I'm gonna have to go review the video again and figure out where the hell this sculpture is. Because I don't want you guys to sit here in, purgatory while we figure this out. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go back, become an adult again, while we figure out where on earth this is supposed to be. So I'm going to take a little bit of an early break. This time I'm going to throw up 3 minutes of ads, because it might take me a while to figure out where this is. I don't want you guys to sit here in, purgatory while I'm just kind of like dodering about. I don't like that. I thought I would be able to get it pretty easily from the guide. That appears to not be the case. So you guys can sit and listen to some lovely music for a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this break. I hope to be back. I hope to be back in 7 minutes or less. When I play 3-minute ads, that's usually... or 3 minutes of ads. It's usually about how long I take those kinds of breaks. But I will see you guys at the end of this extended commercial break. am back. Unfortunately, I have come nowhere closer to this. The only thing I can think of is that perhaps there is some sort of thing we can do specifically in the mountains. Now that we're an adult, it could probably pretty safely close. No, I should leave it open just in case. There's got to be something we can do as an adult in the mountain trail or in the flooded mine that we couldn't do before. Because there's nothing in any of the mountain subsections that says it's child only. Nothing of the sort. If I'm gonna do my last bit of looking, if I can't find it, we're just gonna move on. And I'll have to figure out where it is in recording, because I cannot, for the life of me, find it. I've tried looking at Zelda Central. I even tried opening up Stonebad Gaming's stream, although the stream wasn't useful for figuring out where it was in such a short span of time. And I've watched it multiple times, not so much the stream, but I've looked at Zelda Central's stuff multiple times over before when I was house sitting to no effect. It didn't parse or make sense to me. So I'm quite sure it's just something I haven't done and not... It's not because the sources for this just aren't out there. Only thing I could think to try is that maybe there is something in the... There's either something we can do now as an adult in the flooded mines that we couldn't do before, or it's something specifically in the contorted gorge that we have not figured out how to do yet. It's only one of those few things. I think we should just be able to hook shot up to that and somehow face through the ground. But I don't want to waste your guys' time by spending 4 hours or 2 hours on a single gold Skulltula. That is not worth it. Yeah, that's not it. Is it at night? I don't think so, but I'm gonna look anyway. Is there some tree I didn't block? Could be. Yeah, I don't think you're getting to me today. Sorry, bird. Try again later, or probably never. Alright. Let's go make sure we haven't missed something in the seal in the flooded mines. There isn't too much we could have missed. We can already rule out the location of specifically this Skulltula right here. We've already gotten it. And then there's one that we could have grabbed. Actually, continuing to go along this path, there would have been a timed spot we could go to. And so there would have been a blue switch we could go find. That's what I wanted to say. There could have been a blue switch. It's not up there. Okay. Shouldn't take us more than 2 minutes to finish what we're doing. Nope, nothing in that. And that hole takes us to the chain of bomb flowers. Which, thankfully, this is the hole we actually kind of want to be in. Just gonna hookshot this. Or not, since... Really? I'm surprised you can't hookshot this. Whatever. We'll make it through. My god. This is really annoying. Sorry, I'm starting to get really angry because I've been unable to figure this out. It's killing me. I've gotta know where this is. I just can't seem to do it, and I don't understand why. Here we go. All the complaints, they begin. Oh, I guess we can do that. Cool. Okay. Good, got it. We're on the correct side. Let's go over here. We'll just double check. Make sure we don't have... No, we don't have anything we're trying to look for in here. We would have heard scritching if it were that one, so we're good there. We checked the ones in the contorted gorge already. We're gonna check it again, because technically the contorted gorge sits somewhere in the mountains. Yeah, it sits in the mountains, so gotta check it. Gotta just check everything. Let's check the top of the, like, platform. Also, maybe check out these bomb rocks and make sure there's not like a... There's not a Song of Storms grotto in these. That's one. Here's number two. No, nothing of the sort. We can get on the rooftop. But this doesn't yield anything for us. We already knew about that grotto, so... Okay, and we're gonna make it night. Just gonna check all my bases. We're gonna absolutely make sure there's nothing right here that we have to find. Oh, okay, cool. So where on earth is this? Right. I'm just taking another look at the guide. I don't think there's any we've left in the nightmare. That would be the one place that I'd think about going. But we're gonna check it out. We're gonna check out and make sure it's not in the nightmare. That's about the only other place I could think of that's, even though technically it's not in the mountains, it's the only other thing I could think of. Is that. Ugh. I am very annoyed at how this all turned out. I had the guide prepared. I looked over some of it. I remembered some of it without needing to consult the guide. But I didn't think that I thought, honestly, where I would get caught up is with whole shooting the cuckoo thing. You know, getting the second Deku Seed bullet bag, only to find out that there isn't a second bullet bag. It's very strange. I'm grateful there's a guide at all, and the guide works for, I'd say, about 97% of the game. If I still can't find this Skulltula. But I could have sworn that this would have been the one I didn't get stuck on. No, it's one of the shortcuts we've opened up. It should specifically be this way. I just have nothing to say. What can I say? When I'm frustrated, I have little to talk about. I guess I can think of an engagement question. So, out of all the emotions there are there any that gum you up like what they do, like what my frustrations do to me? I really tend not to want to talk when I'm extra frustrated. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, that's right. Step this way. See, that makes things much easier. So we already know the Mountain Peak has all, we've gotten all the Skulltulas there. It's specifically Nightmare I feel I need to check. Good. I'm glad that this works, and it just saves me a whole lot of extra hassle with going to the underfloor and then having to go up and all that other fun nonsense. It's specifically frustration that causes me to clam up, going back to my engagement question. Oh, hello. He's just gone. Alright. Nightmare. Have we gotten all the stuff out of here? Yeah, we sure have. What I do want to do is, like... I'm curious to see if that locked door is, well... Or, I'm sorry, if that locked chest is still there. Because I know that's something we can still look into. I think it's like a cheap consumable item, but I wanted to look. Anyway. Okay, this is where it is here. And it is gone. Just like that. We never got the chest out of this? What? Well, it was bombs, so it didn't really mean much, but what the heck? Alright then, well, I guess we go back to the mountains and try to figure this out. So it's not the mountain peak, ice cavern, or... Oh, what was I saying? I just blanked. Yeah, this is how bad I kind of just don't want to talk and just play instead. Because I'm very frustrated. I'm very frustrated. Ironically enough, when I get angry, I can't seem to shut myself up. It's specifically when I'm frustrated, like the build-up before I explode, right? That's what has me angry. Or when I get angry, I can't talk. The discombobulation is something I always have, though. You know, the not really being able to form coherent sentences. I've always had that issue. It took me until 3 before I learned my first word. That's what being neurodivergent gets you. So specifically, it's gotta be one of the sections in the mountains. So this would be the mountain pass. Which is part of the mountain peak, which we've already gotten. There's this chest, by the way, which... It's, you know, there's kind of nothing to it. There's kind of nothing to say, really. Nothing here, so it's got to be in the mountain trail specifically, and I just don't know where it is. I can't seem to find it. The only one that's listed for the mountain trail is you know, the Crystal Cavern Grotto, and we've already gotten that. So I don't know. So I think we're just gonna beat the game and stop caring about it. And I'll have to figure out on my own where this final Skulltula is. Because I want to get to talking about the game, and I want to get to not having significant lulls in my content, in my conversation, just because I can't find something. But we've tried, I've tried. I'm sure Stone Bad Gaming and Zelda Central know what they're talking about, and I'm just an idiot. I'm sure that's exactly what it is, and there's no room for any possibility of either one of those two sources being wrong. I'm quite positive of this. I just could not figure out. I may be able to find my answer in Discord, but I don't have enough clout or other sorts of polls that I could use to get a quick answer on this. I can't get a quick answer on this. I just have to do the research. It's frustrating. I'm just very upset. So let's just beat the game, shall we? It's kind of all we have left to do, right? So I'll close out any sources of internet I was pulling from earlier. I'm fairly excited about beating the game. This ain't it, is it? I wouldn't think so, but you never know. Okay, didn't think so. That's fine. I think the actual fight should be fairly straightforward. Oh, also, we didn't get double defense. That's the other thing I'm missing is double defense. Okay, yep, before I'd want to at least make sure we've gotten that item. That particular little upgrade before continuing. So remember how I said that the golden gauntlets would open up some stuff for us? Well, it opens up like a grand total of 2 things. It's gotta be like on my person, right? Oh, it's behind me. Okay. Alright, we getting the cinematic treatment? Hope so. Yeah, stuck in the wall. How about that? Let's go get our defensive upgrade. I'm gonna be happy to see this fairy. Because I'll take anything over the last hour of clawing for scraps. With her triangular breasts and everything. I'm the Great Fairy of Courage. I'm going to enhance your defensive power. Receive it now. Now we have the white outline on our hearts. Great, huh? Your defensive power is enhanced. Your defensive power has been enhanced. You said that twice, game. 3 times. Damage inflicted by enemies will be reduced by half. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. But we're ready. We're here. I'm here to play. And I play for keeps, baby. Let's go. I don't think... Oh, actually, we may be able to get where I want to go from here. Yeah, we sure can. Really, once you unlock, like, the barriers, there are a couple of ways to get where we want to go. Oh, maybe not. Nice. Maybe through here? Right. We don't want to be heading that way. That brings us to the actual dungeon. And we need to go back out toward the courtyard. Take a drink. Here's a fun little drinking game. For every minute I spend in here, take exactly 1 shot of the weakest alcohol you can muster. This is not where I want to be. What about this way? This should take us to where we want to go. No, that's going to take us to a dead end, I think. Willing to try, but I'm fairly sure that's what's going to happen. It's a dead end. Oh, maybe not. Ha! You thought you were gonna get away with with hitting me? I think not. Right this way. And then we're in the appropriate spot where we should be. Isn't this exciting? Nice keys. Should be right through here. Alright, we're here. Do we have the key for this, though? Ah. So, I guess this is it. Coin, I'm sorry, I don't think I can help you in the battle ahead. Coin, please be careful. We just skip phase 1, don't we? Can I just say I much prefer phase 1 to phase 2? And I think if we were given a few more packs, phase 1 would actually be way better than this section. It's our chance to seal Ganon once again. I really have no idea what his weak point is. It's his tail, but we don't even need that. Look at this. Oh, and there are quite a few ways you can defeat Ganon. I'm gonna assume most people know what they are already. You can hit the guy's face. You can also shoot the guy's face to stun him, which is like the intended strategy. You can actually hit the tail with the hammer if you don't have the big long sword. He's got a lot more hits, doesn't he? I thought we would be deprived of our Z-targeting. That appears not to be the case. Good, good, good. Coin, the Master Sword is here. Hurry up. No, I'm gonna do it and take my sweet time. Use the Master Sword. Destroy Ganon with the Sacred Sword. Nice. You can double with that too hard. Nice. I like how Zelda doesn't make the scream when she's actually hurt. It's only, or when I'm actually hurt, it's only when I get the knockback. Alright, I've had enough of you, Ganon. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You use your sword to deliver the final blow. Well, hello, Dav Sinclair, too. Good to see ya. Doing well. How about yourself? We are just getting ready to wrap up the final vestiges of this round act. Hello, George Sophia 1. How are you doing? Good to see the two of you. Welcome to the stream. You guys are catching the tail end of it. Good, glad to hear it. Just gonna lower that volume a little bit. Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. How's my stream going, Deb Sinclair? We are just getting ready to wrap up the Sealed Palace after spending about 2 hours trying to clean up and get the last few items. There's a single Skulltula that I have not managed to collect yet. It is infuriating, but I don't want to spend, I don't want to spend forever going after the single Skulltula. I've tried looking up multiple sources on it. The stuff from Zelda Central. I've pulled up a stream of Stone Bad Gaming's, which did like a 100% speedrun of this. Could not find the last Skulltula in the mountains, but I plan on doing some actual recorded material. When I get ready to do like recordings of this and like put that up on YouTube, I'll figure out where this Skulltula is. Oh nice. I was also planning to do art streaming. Art's your passion at this moment. Working with streamers mostly, so you're trying to do art in your own stream. So, would you like to check my work? Well, as much as I'd like to, I already am working with a graphic designer. I'm under contract with them, so I cannot work on any more graphic design projects until my contract with them is over. Of course, you're welcome to put links to your own work, but I can't, regardless of what I do or don't see, I I can't accept any other contracts. So, that's the Sealed Palace. We beat Ganon. No, it wasn't much more to say. I do in fact have a Discord. If you're talking like a Discord ID, yeah, I've got one. If you're talking like a Discord server, I also have one of those. I'm open to private DMs on the matter. Now, while I'm wanting to get back to my previous conversation, so in regard to the Sealed Palace as a whole, I loved it. I thought, Discord ID username? Yeah, I can whisper that to you, sure. It just give me a few minutes to work on, like, I guess the outro here, and like the overall discussion, and I'll be right with you. I think the adult dungeons had the more complicated setups and were a lot more fulfilling once you got through them. The child dungeons were more atmospheric. So the forest grotto was hard to find, but once you found it, it wasn't too hard to complete. Link's Nightmare, probably the best child dungeon that's in this hack. At least that's what everyone else is saying, and I kind of happen to agree with them. The Dongo's Cavern was interesting. It was the one that got the most touch-ups, just in terms of like post-patch edits. The boss arena used to be the standard lava pit, and then it became a sand pit instead. Like, I would say child dungeons in this ROM mod are the most atmospheric and well done. The adult dungeons, however, have some of my favorite, like, setups, puzzle arrangements, the entire game. Of course, I think most people are probably going to say... People are either going to default to Fire Temple being, like, a favorite, Forest Temple being a favorite, or like the church catacombs being a favorite of theirs. For me, I like the water and spirit temples. With the water temple gets like the aesthetic reward, like the aesthetic like sort of ribbon from me. But I like the spirit temple the most in terms of its presentation and like its arrangement of puzzles. Once you know the mechanic of switching between day or night in the dungeon, it's really cool. It's the most novel thing I've seen in the hack. It's great. I think the only things I'd really have to complain about was not enough dialogue and the obscurity of some things. That's really about where my only complaints are. If you guys know that this is a level project or a level hack, as people in the business call it, then you know that you're not really going to get new items or new enemies or anything like that. There's nothing out of this world about the Sealed Palace, but that's fine. It's a reimagining of the Ocarina of Time. If we had gone down the other path, you know, where Link failed the first time, that's exactly what this is. And Junosuke, Kernel of Corn, and Shupi have done fantastic work on this. I mean that. Before I take like some time to end this stream, nice. I love how the display comes back. I need to do some upkeeping things before we switch the stream to something new. I apparently need to talk to someone in private, among other things. Let me give you an idea about what is to come for both the Sealed Palace in terms of recorded content and, what'll be happening on Tuesdays from now on. So what I'm going to do is make a new source for the display capture. And apparently this person is home. So go over to my Steam page. Okay, good. I'm going to get my camera out of the way. So, Baldur's Gate, I'm going to go ahead and crack open the mod manager before we continue. Oh, good. There's a download. Nice. I'll go ahead and update that. But Baldur's Gate, we're gonna have tons of mods. It's gonna be a good time. I mean it. We've got classes. We've got new spells, new sub races, like bug fixes, UI changes. We've got the works for Baldur's Gate 3. And then in terms of the Sealed Palace, I think I want to avoid recording another playthrough for it. The Sealed Palace is mostly going, when I do YouTube content for it, is mostly going to be, did we find all the things? If we did, cool. If not, okay. There's the display capture. It's right here. That is mostly what I'm looking to avoid, is just recording another playthrough. Kind of like with Blasphemous, I'm trying to figure out a way where I don't record another playthrough of the game and just slap that on to YouTube. We're gonna go ahead and do the upkeep thing now. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Give me about 20-ish minutes to do what I gotta do. To change the stream title and get everything submitted. And then we can play the new game. And I will probably lengthen my stream time for another couple of hours. So when I'll put up new posts on Twitter and on Discord for about that when we're finished. When I get ready to resubmit, you guys will know when I'm going live. That sounds good to you, and I hope it does to me. I'm going to go ahead and call it good on this episode. Thank you guys so much. If you guys like the content, I don't imagine that you did, but if you did, consider leaving a follow. Lets me know that you like it. And I'm hoping that you guys will like Baldur's Gate 3 when we get ready to play it. I have links. I have a link tree. Go check that out. I've got Discord. Just got to go to the About Me section and click on the Discord panel. It'll take you right to it. I'll get you sorted out. It's a pretty quiet community in here. I look forward to cultivating it more. I think that'll about do it. TSP was fun, and I look forward to seeing what Junosuke, Shupi, and Kernel of Corn do next, or if they bring in different collaborators for future projects. I hear Junosuke currently is like trying to help someone else with another hack, another ROM mod. I forget. It's in the Hylian modding Discord, but my name is Coin, or Swirling Vortex 09, or Steven. You could call me any of those three things, and this has been what I hope to be the final episode of the Sealed Palace. I'll see you guys shortly with some Baldur's Gate 3. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.